explosion in Afghanistan, everything looks fine except you'll see some objects that appear out of nowhere, and these are very typical shaped black UFOs that I've seen around the world. Now, if we go frame by frame, everything looks normal, step by step. It's a very big explosion, so it just says 30-ton explosion. It didn't say what a substance caused the explosion, so let's just leave that point there. Now, there it is there. There's one black object there that appears, and then you got two side by side. That top one disappears, the bottom one stays there, and the top one comes back and appears. So we've got a big square black one there and a smaller one that appears and disappears. Now, if they did originate from the explosion, that they would go up steadily, but they just appeared point blank, and I've seen similar ones appear during the Space Shuttle Challenger explosion. So they seem to be not from our technology. There they are, there's two of them there. And as the smoke rises, these objects stay in the same place. Now here we've got two processes coming out of that one. And I'll just do it frame by frame. The top one always disappears and comes back. Now we pan out of that now because obviously the shock wave, or there's a slight jerk happening, probably because the shock wave hits the person filming it. Now there's that object right there. We should just take it back one fraction. It's just coming, rather than going up, it's actually coming lower. There it is there. We've got a side process coming down. There's a top one that comes and disappears. And it's very interesting because rather than actually go up with the explosion, the smoke, it comes out of nowhere and it travels down into the, there it is there, right there. And we'll go further down. And it seems to go now inside the cloud right there. So it's actually going down into the explosion rather than coming up out of it. So it's still, we see it disappear virtually there. Now what we have happening now, we've got a strand of light that comes down from that side, which is also interesting. So that has, the black object has disappeared into the smoke. And what we're going to see now on the left hand side is that very bizarre strand of light appear. There it is, right there. It starts to appear right there. Now this is very similar to the orbs that I've seen around the world. So that is right there, and I'll actually come down to the left. And there it is there, just starting to come down to ground level right there, that strand. There it is there. And I'll just go a few frames forward. There's a little black object there, and there's a line that comes straight down where that strand of light appears. Something just shoots down straight away into the ground right there. And there is again that there's a strand there. There they are. These small black objects go and form a strand that leads straight to the ground. In that area you'll see white appear soon. There it is there again. I'm not sure what could be causing that. There it is there. It's like a portal going straight down to the ground level right there. And soon it'll become white. Just keep an eye on it. It's pretty hard with the... Let's analyze the portal on the left again. We see that strand of white, and then it becomes a black under the cloud. It just seems like a portal of a portal that goes straight down there. So let's go through it step by step. There it is there. You'll see some flashes of light, and you'll see it come under the cloud. It's a bit darker. You should see it come soon. So I'll just go forward diffraction. This is where we see the first sign of it appear, and the white part was on top. So as we go down step by step, there it is there. It's very unusual because it forms that straight line as though it continues from the white portal on top. You see it there? It shouldn't be happening. Just keep an eye on that just portal that seems to go straight down into the ground. There it is there again. Something black appears there. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it's a bird. They wouldn't fly straight into that explosion. So we've got something black appears there. And this is very similar to the explosion of the Space Shuttle in '86. These things just fly very quickly across. There it is. That disappears. That portal's still there. And you just see that a definite line going to the ground. So that's pretty clear. There it is again. There's that black object appears on top again. I didn't see that before. And that flies horizontally, and now it's disappeared. It seems extraterrestrial forces seem to be analyzing this explosion. It sounds crazy, but it was even crazier to find this during the '86 shuttle explosion as well. The same objects crisscrossed quickly and appeared and zoomed across. And you had to catch them frame by frame. They're extremely quick. So there's that strand coming down. We saw the two black ones on top of the explosion. So it seems to be a very unique or very special explosion, this one, to gain this attention. It's written as 30 tons.